Good evening, fellas. We are going to be having a little bit of a meat party.
Sausage party.
We're going to have a sausage party. We haven't done one during the middle of the season before, so I've got Hayden here with me. My kitchen is full of meat processing things, and what we're going to do is take some of the meat that we've accumulated and stolen from our buddies to do this, and we're going to be making a bunch of different stuff. Even hot dogs, apparently. But I've got stuff coming in the mail tomorrow to do breakfast sausage, so this will kind of be a video that's kind of over a couple of different days. But we're going to basically, tonight the main goal is to grind as much of the duck and goose meat as we have to get it processed and done. I know for these like snack sticks and whatever, we're going to need to mix pork with them, and we're going to need to smoke them, so that's going to take up quite a bit of time, and it's already like 7 p.m. So we need to just get as much of the meat ground as possible, then we can kind of go from there and stuff them and everything. So I guess this will be kind of more of a how to grind your meat video. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it'll be fun, so stick with us. I guess step one will be to get some of this sliced up. We're done. We got it all done. Some of it decided to fight back. We got it's cleaned up. Everything's getting put away. Hayden's getting his grinder all put back in the box there. We put up a lot of meat. We managed to get our hands on quite a bit of meat. Ignore this top piece. This is Hayden's duck he's saving, but we got a lot of ground duck and goose. A lot of it. So I've got a package coming tomorrow to make breakfast sausage. I've got a pork butt in that cooler over there. And yeah, so ideally I'd like to put up 50 pounds of breakfast sausage. Make breakfast burritos all the time. That'd be good. And we got jerky steaks. These things that Hayden made. These jerky things that come out of that jerky gun. A1, let me tell you. But okay, I guess I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow or whenever we decide to continue this sausage party. The hard part's done. Now we just need to get pig parts and seasoning and casings and stuff them and smoke them, and we'll be good to go. Okay, we're back. It's been a few days since we ground the duck and goose meat. I put it in the freezer and decided to wait for another day to make some breakfast sausage. So I've got enough seasoning here to make 50 pounds of breakfast sausage. There's 2 packages here, one does 25. So I think I'm gonna just do 25 pounds of breakfast sausage. I picked up some of these. I ordered all this on Amazon. I'll leave links to what I got down below if you guys wanna try this. It's real easy to do, but yeah, we'll package in 1 pound bags. So I've got 16 pounds of pork butt and thawed that out. I've got maybe 16 pounds of I've got meat, and it's thawed out and ready to go. Hayden went home to get a scale. I want to make sure it's 25 pounds. I think I'll do exactly 15 or no. What 25 divided by 2 is at 12.5. I'll do 12 to 13 pounds of pork butt and then 12 to 13 pounds of duck and goose meat, and then I'll take the rest of the pork butt, grind it, and just mix it and make like hamburger meat. That's a really good way to do it. But what we need to do now is get the pork butt ground. Step one is to get the pork butt cut up into chunks that'll fit through the grinder, and then we'll grind it through. These metal pasta pans work great for this. I've got 2 of them, so I'm going to take all the pork butt chunks, put them in this one, run them through the grinder, and have them come out of the grinder into another one of these. The meat is still slightly frozen, which is exactly what you want because that makes it go through the grinder really easily. And you want things to be pretty cold when you're grinding, otherwise you're going to render the fat and it's not going to be any good. So having it, you know, slightly frozen to where, you know, you can squish it a little bit, but you're not really squishing it, if that makes any sense whatsoever. You want it cold. So this was completely frozen, I believe yesterday or 2 days ago, and so it took a couple days to thaw it out, and now it's like the perfect amount of thawed out to be grinding it. There we go. Just some nice little chunks that'll fit through the grinder. All you need. Now we're gonna put this inside the fridge, and we'll wait until Hayden gets back with the scale. We'll start grinding it and be mixing it up with some duck meat. Okay, we're gonna grind 16 pounds of pork butt. We've got all the meat ground up right here, and now we need 12.5 pounds of this to mix with the duck meat and goose meat, and then we'll mix it up with the seasoning. The rest of it I'll just kind of grind it with the with some duck meat and make like hamburger meat and whatnot. So we'll get to measuring here, then we'll get to mixing, then we'll get to stuffing. That's 5.
5 pounds is a lot of meat.
That's over 5. That one's pretty much 5. I don't think we'll get it perfect, but we'll get it integrated enough, and then when we pass it through the grinder to stuff them, I think it'll mix it up pretty decently. You know, I got tired of my hands being frozen, and came up with the idea to use this mixer here. Seems to work out okay. I'm sure a stand mixer works a lot better, but just gotta get it good enough, you know, just mixed, because we're gonna add the seasoning into this. I just want to get it mixed up first. We've got maple flavored breakfast sausage. It smells pretty good. So we're gonna just sprinkle this through. I don't know if you need to add water to this. I don't think it came with any instructions, or it did, and I just didn't notice. Just kind of guesstimating here, half and half. So we'll try and mix it through. If it needs to add a little bit of water added to it, we'll add it. But this is for 25 pounds of breakfast sausage. Like I said earlier, if you guys want to pick up some of this and try it yourself, I'll leave a link in the description for both the seasoning and the packages that we're going to be putting this into. we ran into a very big problem. My meat grinder broke. I called the company that makes it, and they said a gear inside the motor must have broke. It's nothing to do with the auger or any of that. It's this little white piece right here. This won't spin. It's some like they said there was like 3 gears in there, and one of them must have broke. And so I'm gonna be taking that back this weekend and hopefully getting a better or a new one that will actually work. I wasn't like overhauling it or anything. I was just running already ground meat through it. So whatever. Good thing Hayden's got another grinder. Our sausage party is not over yet. We've got probably about half the meat left to run through the fine blade before we can stuff it. Recovery is about to happen, and I don't know why we didn't just use this one in the first place. The hole is about 5 times bigger than the one on mine, so it would have gone a lot quicker. But hopefully we can get this done. We've got all of the meat run through the fine blade finally, and we've got the stuffer attachment on the grinder, and so I'm going to be taking these little bags here. These were the cheapest ones I could find on Amazon. I think it was like $5 to $10 for like 100 of them, and we will just slide them on here, and then we'll stuff them. And we'll seal them. I don't have any fancy tape or like a fancy contraption, so I'm going to just use electrical tape and hope for the best. Now, we also want to try the meat when we're done here, so I've got biscuits in the fridge, so we're going to make biscuits and gravy with our duck and goose breakfast sausage. I think I'll just wrap it around. That ought to work. There we go. Little package of breakfast sausage. We're done. We got it all finished out. We got 18 of these, right? Or is it 7? It's 18. We got 18 of these packages of breakfast sausage. It was a little less than what I thought with it being 25 pounds, but we probably lost some through the grinding process and some water weight and whatnot, so still 18 little baggies. We could have filled these up with more than a pound as well, so, you know. What we're going to do now, I've got biscuits. I've got a little bit of sausage left, so we're going to make some biscuits and gravy. Oh, we got some stickage. Uh-oh. That's right. That might not be good. I don't know. We'll let it ride. Gotta send it. My biscuits and gravy dream has been a little bit stomped on. There's not enough fat coming out of this meat. There's like no grease in that pan. Now, I do have some bacon in the freezer, so I think I'll whip that out so we can make some gravy, but wait a second. Do I have gravy mix? I totally do. I know that I do. Haha! I've got gravy mix. You want to just use this, or do you... Yeah, that'd probably be the easiest. Yeah, there's not enough grease coming out. I mean, it's not a bad thing if you're trying to like eat healthy and whatnot, but to make gravy, No, there's not enough fat in this, so that's kind of a bummer. And it's not to say that the other stuff doesn't have enough fat in it. It's just this is kind of like what we picked out of the grinder when we were done stuffing everything. So, oh well. I'll make some instant gravy. It's not the end of the world. I was hoping for some homemade biscuits and gravy, but this will have to do, and we'll mix the sausage in with it. You gotta waft it. You can really smell the maple in this. It doesn't smell too horrible. So, I'm hoping mixing it in with the gravy, it's gonna be fire. Biscuits are almost done too. So, what do you think?
It'll do.
You're naked on the top and bottom now.
I know.
Your beard's gone.
It'll work.
Tell the story.
I sneezed, trimming my beard. Just got it right in the bottom. Too short. Took it all off. Haven't shaved in like 4 years, so this is the last time you'll see this.
Would you just look at that? Biscuits and gravy made out of duck and goose meat and a little bit of pork. I have to do a taste test since this is technically a cooking video. Bottoms up. You guys need to try this. There's not a whole lot of fat in the meat, so if you're gonna do biscuits and gravy, I recommend doing what we did and just use the package of gravy mix, because you're not gonna get enough fat off to make the gravy. But this is fire. So with this breakfast sausage, we can make biscuits and gravy. We can mix it in with a hash. We can make breakfast burritos. You can make just plain old sausage patties. Possibilities are endless. Whatever you're going to use breakfast sausage with, you can use this. So it's a little bit labor intensive, I'll give it that, but it's worth it in the end because it's a lot easier to grab a thing of breakfast sausage out of the freezer than like 4 goose breasts and be like, well, what am I going to do with these things? Make it into breakfast sausage or any other kind of sausage that I've done in past videos. If you haven't, go ahead and check those out if you're interested in processing your own meat and using it in a different form than just a big piece of meat. I'm going to finish eating this up and I will check back in with you guys when I'm done. Well, this was definitely a success, and I want to encourage you guys to try this out with whatever duck or goose meat you've got left in your freezer. I know the season's been pretty rough, okay? So if you guys don't have enough, keep this in mind for next year when the season's going to be definitely better. I can guarantee you next season's going to be the best season we've ever seen in years. Maybe. If you guys like this video, be sure to leave me a big old thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I try to come out with different cooking videos for you guys, as well as videos from hunts, and then in the off season I'll be doing some tips and tricks and how-tos and reviews and all that kind of fun stuff. When we can't kill ducks, might as well start thinking about it. Also, if you guys want to pick up a hoodie like this one or a hat like this one, click the link in the top of the description and it'll take you over to the website and pick up whatever you want. I've got this hat, the Mallards Bro hat, Honkers Bro hat, and the Woody's Bro hat, Outdoor Limits hat. It's all up there, so go ahead and check it out. Feel free to follow me on my social media. I've got Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook, so be sure to follow me on there and stay up to date with what's going on. But that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you on the next one.